Welcome. Today, we're diving into the world of pharmacovigilance and drug safety monitoring with Dr. S.K. Singh. We'll explore how careful tracking and evaluation keep medicines safe for everyone. Let's get started and see why this work matters so much in healthcare. Let's start by exploring what pharmacovigilance really means. According to the World Health Organization, it's the science and activities focused on detecting, assessing, understanding, and preventing adverse effects or any drug-related problems. Our main goals here are clear: protect patient safety, spot adverse drug reactions, weigh the benefits against the risks, prevent harm from medications, and support regulatory decisions. This process spans the entire drug life cycle, from clinical trials, through market approval, and into ongoing safety monitoring once the drug is out in the world. Let's take a closer look at the global regulatory framework that shapes how we manage drug safety worldwide. At the heart of this system is the International Council for Harmonization, or ICH, which sets key guidelines for clinical safety data management. These include standards for individual case safety reports, periodic benefit-risk evaluations, and post-approval safety data. Alongside the ICH, major regulatory agencies like the FDA, EMA, and others play crucial roles. And supporting all this is the World Health Organization's International Drug Monitoring Program, coordinated through the Uppsala Monitoring Center. Let's start by clarifying some key safety terms we'll be using. An adverse event is any unwanted medical issue that happens during treatment. It doesn't have to be caused by the drug. An adverse drug reaction, on the other hand, is a harmful and unintended response directly linked to the medication. Serious adverse events are more severe. They can lead to death, life-threatening situations, hospitalization, disability, or birth defects. Finally, an unexpected adverse reaction is one that's not listed in the official product information. These definitions set the foundation for understanding safety in this context. When we talk about pharmacovigilance, we're really looking at where safety data comes from. First, spontaneous reporting. That's healthcare professionals, patients, and pharmacists sharing what they observe in real time. Then, clinical trials provide safety info during drug development before anything hits the market. Scientific literature adds published case reports, giving us detailed insights. After approval, post-marketing studies or Phase 4 surveillance keep watch on real-world use. Finally, regulatory databases like Vigilance, Vigibase, and the FDA's system collect and analyze these reports globally. Together, these sources build a comprehensive safety picture. Let's break down how we handle case types and reporting timelines in safety monitoring. Serious unexpected adverse drug reactions need to be reported within 15 days. That's a tight window to act fast. Non-serious cases follow regional rules, which can vary. For every report, there are minimum criteria. We need an identifiable patient and reporter, the suspected product, and the adverse event itself. Plus, key data elements like patient details, medical history, drug exposure, and the event's outcome. All this ensures timely, accurate safety reports. Let's talk about signal detection, a crucial step in keeping patients safe. A safety signal is basically a hint, some information that suggests a new possible link between a drug and an adverse event. These signals can come from different places: spontaneous reports, literature reviews, clinical studies, or even mining large databases. Our main goal here is to spot these emerging safety concerns early, before they affect a lot of patients. It's about being proactive, not reactive. Let's take a look at how we calculate the reporting rate, using a simple example. This helps us understand how often reports are submitted compared to what's expected. By breaking down the numbers, we can see where things are working well and where there might be gaps. It's a straightforward way to measure participation and keep track of progress over time. Now, let's dive into disproportionality analysis. This is where we look closely at how different groups are represented compared to what we'd expect. It helps us spot patterns that might suggest bias or inequality. By measuring these differences, we get a clearer picture of where things might be out of balance and where we need to focus our efforts to create fairer outcomes. Now let's talk about interpretation. When the reporting odds ratio, or ROR, is greater than 1, it hints at disproportionate reporting. That means the drug-event combination might be showing a signal worth investigating. Here, we have a simple example. Drug X has 80 reports of an event, compared to 920 without. Other drugs show 200 events and 4,800 without. Calculating the ROR from these numbers helps us spot potential safety concerns in the database. When we talk about causality assessment, we're trying to understand how likely it is that a certain event was caused by a specific factor. The WHO-UMC system breaks this down into 5 categories. First, certain, where the timing is clear, and stopping and restarting the factor confirms the link. Then probable, a reasonable connection with no other good explanations. Possible means the link could be there, but other causes might explain it. Unlikely means the connection just doesn't hold up. And finally, unaccessible, when we simply don't have enough information to decide. Let's look at the Risk Management Plan, or RMP, a key part of proactive safety monitoring. It starts with the safety specification, where we identify known and potential risks. Then, the Pharmacovigilance Plan outlines how we keep an eye on safety through ongoing monitoring activities. To reduce risks, we use measures like label updates, educational materials, and sometimes restricted distribution. This plan isn't optional. It's a regulatory requirement in many places, including the European Union. It's how we stay ahead and keep patients safe. Periodic safety reports are essential checkpoints in any ongoing project or process. They give us a regular snapshot of how well safety measures are working, highlighting risks before they become problems. These reports keep everyone informed, from the team on the ground to leadership, so we can act quickly and keep things running smoothly. They're not just paperwork. They're a vital tool for continuous improvement and accountability. Here, we're looking at the key performance indicators that keep our pharmacovigilance efforts on track. These metrics show us where we need to be, like processing cases with over 95% compliance, and hitting 100% in timely reporting and literature screening. Signal detection has to happen within the set procedures, and any audit findings must be closed in less than 30 days. These numbers aren't just targets. They're how we measure success and keep patient safety front and center. Let's wrap up with the key takeaways on pharmacovigilance. It's absolutely essential for keeping medicines safe throughout their entire life cycle. We follow strict guidelines, like those from ICH, WHO, and national regulations, to stay compliant. At the heart of this work are 4 pillars: reporting adverse events, detecting signals, assessing causality, and managing risks. We also use quantitative tools, like reporting rates and odds ratios, to spot issues early. When done well, pharmacovigilance protects patients, ensures compliance, and helps us make informed decisions about benefits and risks. Ultimately, it builds trust and strengthens public health. Thanks for joining me today. If you want to dive deeper or have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I appreciate your time and attention, and I look forward to continuing the conversation. Thank you.